MOE'S Toy Room, we're going to unbox from Mcfarlane Toys and his metal line, the Metal Earth line, whatever you want to call it. Here's a DC Multiverse Batcycle. We're going to unbox and review the Batcycle. Also, we're going to throw in a bonus on this edition as we're going to unbox and review DC Multiverse Mcfarlane Toys Devastator. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Toy Room, coming from my room to yours. And today on MOE'S Toy Room, we are going to unbox and review from DC Multiverse, the metal line from Mcfarlane Toys. We're going to unbox the Batcycle. Also, we are going to unbox the DC Multiverse, The Devastator from Metal Earth series. And folks, what you can see right here is we have the Batcycle looking ever so sharp as is kicking back behind his showroom window. Look at the front partial font on that as it just etches the whole bottom of this beautiful motorcycle. This cycle is insane. We could see the top of it right there. We picked this guy up at GameStop and it was a whopping $24.99. And then if you are part of GameStop's Game Rewards program, you're more than likely up to date on your month and you will get an extra $5 off. Check your local GameStop for that. You can see the side of it right there as it says the Dark Knight's Death Metal Batcycle right there. You're going to see right there through the back right there. There is a beautiful picture enclosed because you're going to get that card of all that artwork right there, and the card is inside, is this right behind that Batcycle. You also got some other characters right there that are available now to pick up. So go on to your local Targets, go to your GameStops, go to your big bad toy stores, whoever sells DC Multiverse merchandise, and see if you can get one. Also, they're available at Amazon. Walmart also carries them. There you see on the other side right there, you can see more information about the Batcycle right there as it's going to go down on this channel today. We're going to move this one aside and bring this guy up front as he is in the forefront. You could see the Devastator as he is trapped behind his window of pain, locked in his plastic prison, kicking back, ready to be released. This figure is very heavy, folks. Like, if you're looking for somebody to ship this thing out to you or whatever, and they're looking to charge you about 14 bucks to ship it, yeah, that's the reason why. This guy's a couple of pounds. He's heavy. It's just a whole lot of plastic right there. You can see him looking ever so sharp, ever so brutal as he is just kicking back, waiting to be released to invade on the rest of the DC Multiverse in MOE'S Toy Room. We're going to see right here on the partial side of the font right there, you can see some more information about the DC Multiverse. Batman, the new Batman Earth series as the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight's metal stuff that's here. Also, you can see more information right there on the back right there as I am stumbling, just losing my words because this figure is so ever so impressive. Just 22 points of articulation, beast mode of an action figure for 12 and up, and comes with a beautiful back cutout right there. You can cut it out for some beautiful artwork, and if you do not choose to cut it out, I'm almost for certain it probably has a card inside of it with the same exact thing. We're going to look right here to the side. You can see more side font right there as Mcfarlane Toys advertises more on this monstrous of a man right here, the Devastator. It does not say it on the box, but that's who this character is. So I think maybe they tried to avoid it. I don't know why it just does not have his name like bold right there, like the Devastator, right? But anyway, folks, what we're going to do with these is, to save some time, is we're going to take these out of the boxes. We're going to get them out and we're going to review them for you next. Right, folks, so we're back and we took them out of the package, and right here you have the Devastator, and it doesn't specifically say it on the card that it brings. Right there it says Batman Earth 1 on it, but I believe that this is a mixture of Batman and Doomsday, designed to, I don't know, to take down Superman probably. But this is a big boy because on the back here it says that his real name is Bruce Wayne and that he's almost 9 feet tall. He's 8 feet something. And he's almost 1,000 pounds if this is a real life character. Right here today, let's get started with this. This guy right here, up to this part right here, he is tipping in the scales at around 8.5 inches tall, slightly under, because of this piece right here. So he's a big one. I mean, he's big, bulky, heavy. Also, you can see right here, centimeters wise, he would be, let's see here, around 20 centimeters, maybe a little bit more, give or take. But I'm going to say he's heavy. This guy is easily way more than a pound. It also brung a stand. I don't know why it would bring this. This is one reason where I'm saying, okay, well, that's cool that he threw in the stand. I'll put it on one of my other guys. Because this guy is just standing on his own. He's just a big piece of plastic. Very heavy. We're going to give him a slight turnaround. You can see right there. When they call him the Devastator, they meant it. This is probably one of the biggest action figures that I have for the DC Multiverse line. He's big. All right, folks. So it's review time on this guy. We're going to do the Batcycle right after. You can see the beautiful artwork right there on that card. And then you can see all his stats on the back as to why this monster was designed. All right, folks. So here we are. We are going to review this guy. This big lump of plastic right here. Let me move this thing aside. And how far can his head go down? Right there. That's about it. How far does it go up? Not very much. Not much movement. Can he hit that Michael Myers side to side? Yes, he can. And as far as spinning his head around, that's about... Yeah, you have to go that way, like that. The opposite way. You have to go to the right to get his head to spin. His mouth opens and closes. So you could get him to scream like, "Oh!" right? When he's in battle. Super nice. All this, as pokey as it looks, it's not very pokey. Except for right here on his actual arms. The little ones are very hard plastic, but the big ones right here are not as hard. So they're more rubbery, which is very nice. All right, folks, so we want to take a look at this guy's arm movement right here. As you could tell, if you look on the back, he has those butterfly cup joints. Now, the size of these butterfly cup joints, that's that joint right there. What that does is it allows this arm to move up and down. And it should allow it to move in the shoulder, forward and back, but I can't really get it because he's so big. Let me try this arm. Yeah, that arm's a little bit better. It should be more mobile, me doing that. But I think it's just because the plastic is just so big. But I was surprised that they threw the butterfly cup joints in on this guy right here. All right, let's take a look at his arms. How high do they go? That's about as high as they're going to go. Does he have that bicep swivel? Not really. Not getting a bicep swivel out of that. But I'm getting swivel at the right here above the elbow. Top of the forearm. Same as this arm right here. I was wondering when I picked this up as to where that bicep, if he was going to have a bicep swivel, and it didn't have it. So they threw it right in on there above the elbow. How good is his mobility? That's about all it's going to be. Single digit elbow. Same as that one. This guy's stiff. Real stiff. Let me check out his hand movement. I'm getting poked from all directions here, folks. Hand movement right there. That's about where it's at. You can see it through the back. These are somewhat pokey, so be careful with little ones with this. His hands do not open and close, which would have been a cool feature, but they're not doing it. As far as the joint work in his hands, he has a lot of it, but you got to force it. See, there you go. All right. You see that big hinge right there? There you have it right there. Big hinge joint right there. And allows all that movement. Same as the other hand. The other hand has the same. Let's go below his chest cavity right here. How much swivel does he have there? This is smooth. Folks, this is really smooth movement. For that way he could get that ab crunch. You're wondering what the ab crunch is? It's like when you're in the gym and you're hitting those crunches. And you get that. That's what gave him that big old 8-pack or 6-pack, whatever he has right there. Has that really good mobility. Also, he has swivel at the waist. Super nice feature. Loving this piece all the way around. You're wondering if his attire right here that is more like a trunk material, looks like shredded, like as if he just outgrew his pants, is attached to him. And it's just separated. It's just a piece of plastic that they threw over it, but it looks like it's just part of the figure. Super nice. Just liking the whole thing. This figure is just so impressive. Let's go right back up to his chest. You can see his emblem right there. That is just all stuck on. And it goes throughout the back. The paint scheme on this is second to none. From his red eyes, you know, all the way through within his mouth. This figure is just impressive. And we got him from the Big Bad Toy Store. And he was $19.99. All right, so does he have any hip movement? Yes, he does have hip movement in there. How far do his legs open and close? That's about how far he's going to do the Bruce Lee kick. The Anderson Silva kicks, not really much there. This is just some guy that's just going to throw you down and just step on you probably. He's just going to bully you. Does he have any upper thigh swivel? No, those are his hips. Okay. No, it's just his hips. Just a lot of hip joint in there. Okay, and then he has single jointed knees. And that's it about there. Same as the other foot. There you have it right there. That's all he's going to get. One big boy. This is one big old boy right here. All right. And then as far as his feet, does he have any kind of rocker? I can't really consider that a rocker. Okay, they're just moving side to side. Okay, and then he has that hinge in the back, which allows his feet to go down, up. Really good movement there. And then he has the toe bend right there. Super nice feature. All around, this figure is just nice. I like everything about it. It's going to be a huge piece of my collection. Can't wait to post it next to all the other DC Multiverse things that I have. We're going to put him aside. It is time to review this Batcycle. This is beautiful. So what I did was I brought out the Flashpoint Batman right here. And I don't want to stick him in front of the cycle just yet because I want the focus to be on this cycle. But just to show you up to scale as to how good this thing is, I'm going to see if he could ride it too. We're going to do that towards the end of the video because I want to review this. But this Batcycle came with this card, which is a super nice feature. Tells you more stats on the back. And that's it. So yeah, once again, this Batcycle, we got this one from GameStop and it was $24.99, or yeah, it was around there. And we saved an extra $5 because our reward program. So let's get down to the cycle, and you can see right here with this Batcycle, this is the first one on the MOE'S Toy Room that we've done like this. I've never reviewed anything like this, so I wouldn't really even know. I'm just going to go for it and shoot straight from the hip. You can see the bat head right there on the front of this thing, looking ever so sharp. And this material feels like bone. I'm going to tell you straight up right now, it feels like bone. All this rib cage right here that wraps around that tank, around this beautiful motorcycle right here, it feels like bone, like as if you were touching a skeleton at like a, you know, when you were in science class or whatever it is, and they had those Some of them had real skeletons and everything up in there, pieces, and you're touching it. That's what it feels like. It just has it all. From the detail all the way through the teeth, all the way around. He even has some bottom teeth right there. You can see right there through the bottom. There's even more teeth right there like the old Violator used to have. Right, with that jaw that dropped. He has that wrapping around for that way you can see how it covers the wheels. For that way he doesn't get no throw up from the mud or whatever he drives through on this thing when he's on the streets chasing somebody down. The tires on this thing feel real. They're real rubber tires. Super nice. You have the Bat logo that symbolizes the rims on this. And look at that feature. Look at that. Just effortless. Very nice all the way around on the chopper handlebars on this thing. The movement on this is super nice. Very nice. As far as the handlebars going up and down, do not work. The brakes on this do not work. I would have loved it if I could have seen some like little brake cables that would have came through it. It would have made a lot more sense other than just having the brake handles on there. Some brake cables would have looked really good. It would have made sense. Okay. And then you can see his engine all throughout. The craftsmanship on that. Turn that around to the side. And while we're there, we're going to take a look at that seat. Look at that. It is nice. I would have liked it if it would have felt more like a real seat. Maybe if they could have threw in some kind of like a soft vinyl or something to represent leather. I would have liked it a lot. That would have been a lot better feature. But I'm not going to really try and nitpick at this because it is just a showpiece all the way around. And then when you see on the back wheel right there, you have the Batman logo once again. On the opposite side, you have the brake drum right there to where his brakes are going to be holding this thing down. The back tire is really wide compared to the front. Anyone who rides motorcycles knows exactly why that is. And then right here you can see his exhaust pipes. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more detail in the exhaust pipes. You know, maybe a little bit more chromer and all that with some exhaust. You know how the exhaust pipes get like that little fume on them where they get like that goldish, bluish stuff on them from being heated over time. Maybe they could have threw some of that on there. That would have been really nice and gave us a better looking silver for the handlebars and a better looking silver throughout the motorcycle. But overall, for $24.99, I don't know if Mcfarlane's ever done anything like this other than I believe it was the Violator chopper, maybe, or these during the first Spawn releases. He has done some motorcycles for his Spawn line. But for the DC line, this is the first. This thing is super sharp, folks. It just has it all from the little brake pedals on it, the shifters to what I meant was the shifters to run this motorcycle all the way down to where he's gonna put his feet rest. That's just a really sharp thing right there. I mean, I don't even know what to even call this. It's just really nice. All right, folks. So what I want to do is I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to put this Batman on there and see how good he looks. And we're going to be right back. All right, folks. So overall, this is how it could look. And it rides really good with the Batman on it. You can see through the front right there. I got him to where he's even able to hold on to the handlebars. And then his feet they will go all the way to the front there to where he could rest his feet. And it just makes sense. I would have liked to have had to where his little shifter right here would have been maybe a little bit higher, but that's just nitpicking to me. For that way, it really looks like Batman would be shifting right there. But overall, it is just a nice piece. If you do not have this Flashpoint Batman and you're not patient enough to wait for the Batman that comes to the cycle to be available to where you could find one, this guy fits in just right. So I'll probably just leave him on there for now. So that'll be pretty much about it for this review, folks. The two of them together, just you can see scale wise, that's roughly about how they look. Just super nice. All right, folks, so we're getting ready to wrap this thing up, and we're going to be right back. All right, folks, so that'll do it from here from MOE'S Toy Room. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so and hit that subscribe button on your way out. Also, hit that bell for notifications so that way you know when the next video like this one hit. Also, you can follow us on Instagram at MOE'S Toys. It's MOE'S. MOE'S Toys up on Instagram. We are also on TikTok. We do videos on TikTok a lot. So we are on TikTok at MOE'S Toy Room, just like the same name as the MOE'S Toy Room here on YouTube. We are on TikTok at MOE'S Toy Room. Check us out there. Follow us there. Folks, I absolutely love this. I did the two together. I just felt like just doing it. I mean, overall, I loved both of them. The Devastator and the Batcycle were just completely awesome. I love this review. I love the way it went, everything about it. So anyway, folks, from MOE'S Toy Room to yours. God, this is just nice. Good night, everyone.